G'day, my name is Scott Picken. I am the CEO and founder of Migrate, a digital platform that has helped investors from 133 countries invest over $600 million in real estate in America, England, Australia, and Africa. Now I want to invite you on a webinar because the world has changed, real estate has changed, sectors have changed, countries have changed as we all experience the consequences of COVID and the digital transformation which is taking place. There's a man, Tom Scott, who is the founder and CEO of CA Ventures. It's a $13 billion company that has its headquarters in Chicago, but a team on the ground in London, England, and in Europe. It has 1,300 staff. And there's one thing that I've learned over the last 10 years since the last crash. One of the most resilient sectors in real estate is medical. Why? Because, think about it, no matter what happens in the global economy, people need doctors. Well, with COVID, that's pretty obvious. Secondly, doctors never leave their premises. Think about it, when you were a kid, and I pretty much guarantee you that the doctor might have changed, but the premises are still medical. And thirdly, doctors are hell of a good at being doctors, but they're not accountants, and so they sign long-term favorable leases. It's one of the most economically resilient investments, not just in real estate, but in all asset classes during tough times, during volatile times, the times we find ourselves in right now. And if I look at the last crash, the thing that I learned was not just to find stable income producing assets, but also to buy them off distressed sellers. So I want to invite you on a webinar where we are going to introduce you to Tom Scott. We're going to understand what a $13 billion company is doing and focusing on in the next 12 months. They have large verticals in medical, in healthcare, in aged care, in student accommodation, in multifamily. What are they focusing on? Which sectors are they focusing on? Which countries are they focusing on? And why? I want to share with you an opportunity where you can invest and ultimately build a war chest where you'll get paid 10% return backed by CA Ventures while they go and buy distressed assets. When they buy the distressed assets in the medical space, you will have a cash-on-cash return of at least 7%. And then in less than 12 months, they are aiming to buy up these opportunities with more than $100 million. There's a private equity opportunity of $50 million, and Tom Scott is investing $10 million himself, and the rest will be institutional capital. Once they've acquired the assets, they're going to roll them up into a REIT. It's going to be called CA Health, and it's going to be listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and you will get the opportunity to convert your assets at a 20% discount to the actual listing share price. So, if you're looking for an investment with a partner that has been around for decades and is $13 billion strong, if you're looking for a sector which is economically resilient, if you're looking for cash-on-cash returns of anywhere to 7 to 10%, and if you're looking for an exit strategy which includes listing on the New York Stock Exchange, then I highly recommend that this is a webinar that you would like to join. We will be partnering with our partners from American Dream. They've helped over 400 families from around the world invest in EB5, hundreds of millions of dollars where they can move to America and they can get a green card. We'll also be partnering with Callio Capital, a family office that helps 85 of the wealthiest families in Africa and in America manage their money. Come and learn. Come and learn from our partners. Come and see what Tom Scott has to say. But most importantly, in times of challenge and volatility, the most valuable thing that you can have is knowledge so that you can make educated and informed decisions. This is why we're putting on this webinar. Click on the link below and I invite you to be part of this opportunity. See you online. Cheers.